Welcome back everyone, Triple M here. Today we're taking a look at the TangoTab 10-inch, and this is from Simbans. Now this particular package comes with a tablet, also comes with a keyboard that attaches to the tablet that gives you that laptop feel. So it does fold up, put it in your backpack, you're ready to go. And this tablet also comes with Android 10, 64 gigs of internal storage, 4 gigs of RAM, and it does have Bluetooth, GPS, as well as dual band Wi-Fi. So this video we're going to do a quick unboxing, see if we can game on this particular tablet. Drop your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of this device. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So if you're new to the channel, I do everything tech, from your streaming reviews, streaming news, product reviews, unboxings, and everything in between. Hit that subscribe button in the top right, smash the notification bell. Make sure you select all on notification. That way you won't miss a video or a giveaway. So before we take a look at the contents of the box, let's go ahead and go over some of the specifications and main features. The first thing to know is that this comes with a detachable keyboard in the package and works really well. You'll see what that looks like in a little bit. This also has a screen protector pre-installed, which I think is a nice touch. Now, another cool feature about this that you don't see on other tablets is that you can actually plug in an HDMI, a mini HDMI, and that way you can project it onto your bigger screen, maybe a TV or a monitor, whatever you're trying to do. Of course, this is Google certified, so you'll have the Google Play Store. You'll have access to all of your Google applications on this device. Now the processor is going to be a quad-core MTK 8168 processor. It is going to max out at 2 GHz. The screen is 10.1 inches, 16.9 ratio, and the max resolution is 1280 by 800 pixels, so just a little bit over 720p. As far as the storage, you're getting 64 gigs of storage, 4 gigs of DDR3 RAM. Comes with Android 10. Does have 2 cameras, a front facing and a rear camera. The front camera is 2 megapixels and rear camera is going to be 5 megapixels. As far as the connectivity, you're going to have Wi-Fi 2.4 as well as 5 gigahertz. It's going to have Bluetooth as well as GPS built in that you can use for navigation. So it comes with Microsoft Word, Excel, as well as WPS Office pre-installs. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's in the box. All right, so nice looking package, not much on the front, just Tango and Simbans up top. As far as the inside, we have the quick start guide, basically going to tell you everything you need to know about the device. You're also going to have the keyboard. Now the keyboard is really nice, and I was surprised at the quality of the keyboard. Now on the trackpad itself, it does have a protective layer, so you can go ahead and peel it off. As you can see, it does have some contacts on the bottom, and this is where the tablet will connect, so no need to connect via Bluetooth. No worries about charging the battery for the keyboard at all. It does have 2 tabs where the tablet will push in. You can see up top it has a caps lock, and it does have a power indicator up top. So you do have a bunch of shortcuts on here. You have your home, your web browser, your email button, and besides that, it's going to be a regular keyboard. As far as the material, everything is going to be plastic. The back and most of the keyboard is going to be this rubbery type plastic, but overall the quality of this is really good. I'm really impressed with that. Now the other box is going to have all of your power accessories. So we're going to start with the power brick, and this is going to be USB-A. Now besides that, they did give you different attachments. So if you live in Europe, if you live in Asia, or if you live in the US, all you need to do is slide your country's power plug on and you should be good to go. As far as the cables, they give you a micro USB to USB-A, and this can be used for charge, and it also can be used to transfer data from the device to a computer. Now the other cable is going to be your DC to USB-A, and this is strictly for charging. Not exactly sure why both are included or why both are needed for the tablet, but kind of does the same thing. You can accomplish charging with the micro USB as well as the DC plug-in. Now the tablet itself feels pretty premium, but most of it is going to be hard plastic, so we're going to see that same plastic rubbery finish on the back of the device. Big signs that says made in China. We'll go ahead and take that off in a little bit, but you also have a rear camera on the back. And as far as the ports, you have a micro SD slot. You also have the DC for charging. You have a USB-A where you can go ahead and plug in a USB device. Next, you have your mini HDMI out. You have your micro USB, headphone jacks, microphone, and on the top you have your power and volume rocker. Now this is pretty cool that it does come with a screen protector, so we'll go ahead and peel that off. And when that's removed, you can see the camera on the front. So as far as attaching it on the keyboard, all you need to do is just find the 2 tabs line it up and push it down, and that should be all of it. Once it's attached, you do have some flexibility where you can flex it to the front. It will close all the way in. Nice little snap to secure the device, and then it folds back to the max angle. Overall, it's a solid feeling device. Let's go ahead and get it powered up and see what it can do. So to wake up the device, you can either use the keyboard to swipe up, or you can just go ahead and use your finger. Now once you get into the operating system, you're gonna have some default applications. So they have some Google applications right here. So you can see you have Google Maps, Google Drive, YouTube Music, Google TV, as well as the calendar. Now below that, they have Microsoft Word, and they do have Excel. So let's launch Word. All right, so it looks like you have to sign up or sign in. Now it does have a home button up top. You can easily hit that anytime to get back to your main screen. So besides that, they have the Google Assistant, the Google Duo. They do have the Play Store right there, calendar, your mail, as well as YouTube. Typical Android, guys, you swipe down, you kind of see your notifications right there. You do have some of your quick launch menus right there, do not disturb, airplane mode. At the bottom, you have your back, you have your home, you have your recent applications, so you can go ahead and kind of go through and kind of close those out. You also have a screenshot button, and that essentially takes a picture of your screen and sets it to your photo. Again, not a lot of bloatware, not a lot of extra applications that you're going to need to deal with or delete. Just the bare minimum. You can still go in and delete what you're not expected to be using. So on the storage, with everything stock, we have 8.9 gigabytes of 64, so we have plenty of space to do whatever we need to. As far as the tablet itself, we are running Android 10, so the volume is going to be maxed out right there, guys. So nothing spectacular to brag about. Here's a viewing angle.
So we're going to jump into the details and some demo here in a little bit, but before we do, just know that if you own an Android box, it will features. So it does have the air mouse function. What that does is allows you to wave the remote back and forth, and where you can click on and control your device that way.
Right now we have the brightness maxed out. Like I said, it is bright enough. It's not going to be super bright. Nothing spectacular, nothing to write home about, but it is going to be bright enough to view your content. And one of the cool things about Google over Apple, previously anyway, Apple's now included the option to do more multitasking. So you can see here that I can continue watching that video while I'm on the home screen. And while I'm on the home screen, I can start doing other things. So if I wanted to open up Word, I can go ahead and do so, start typing, and in the background, in the meantime, the video will keep going. As you can see there, it looks pretty good, and it's doing what it's supposed to. So typing and navigating on the device, it's not terrible. It is a little bit smaller, so you're gonna have to get used to it a little bit, but it's a full keyboard. All right, so just an idea of what speeds you're gonna be getting. I am paying for 400 megabits per second download, and look like I'm getting a little bit over half. Not terrible, but it's still gonna hold its own. So as far as the camera itself, it does have a decent camera. It's not gonna be great. We'll go ahead and put that on the screen. It does have a front-facing camera as well, and it does take a decent video. It's nothing to really brag about, guys, but we'll go ahead and put this on the screen, and we'll see how good it does. So it looks like it has the autofocus. All right, take it back out. You can see the autofocus kind of kicks in. So like I said, it's a decent camera to get you by. It does a decent job. Not going to be anything really spectacular, to be honest. Here's our benchmark scores from Geekbench, and you can see on the single core we got a 189, and on the multi-score we got a 489. Once again, this is a budget device, so keep that in mind. As far as some of the specifications, you can see the base clock right there is 2 gigahertz, and the memory size that performed this test was 3.79 gigabytes. As far as the side-by-side comparison on the single core, we scored a 160, the 1 plus 8 scored at 897. So let's scroll down to see where we are. So not on the list at all. Let's see, the bottom score on the single core is 307. That was the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8. So pretty far off, but like I said, budget device, guys. So it's going to be similar on the multi-core score, 489. At the bottom, you can see we have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8, and that scored a 1260. So we're not on the charts, but let's go ahead and see how it handles gaming. So as you can see, guys, I was able to connect both controllers. This is the Game Series G4, mainly for Android devices, but does a good job, guys. This is the Xbox One controller, and I was able to connect both via Bluetooth. So remember that the tablet also has a mini HDMI out, which means that it can connect to a bigger screen or a TV. So if you had a standard HDMI cable, you will need an adapter like this one, or if you already have a mini to standard HDMI, that should work as well. So having played with this tablet for a couple days, here's my final thoughts. So first thing you got to realize is that this is what it is. It's not a premium device, it is a budget tablet. So it does come with a lot of cool features for that price, but it also has some features that I'm kind of confused about. So love the fact that it comes with the keyboard. The keyboard does not require a battery, so you don't have to charge it. It docks into the tablet itself, and that's where the power and connectivity is from. So no need to charge it, no need to pair it via Bluetooth. So great addition. The build quality on the keyboard is really nice as well. Yes, it was a little bit small, but that's standard with devices of that size. As far as some of the other features, it does have built-in GPS, which I liked, dual band Wi-Fi, which is standard on mostly anything nowadays, 4 gigs of RAM. The 64 gigs of storage was about right at that price point. Some of the things that I either didn't like or that I was confused about is one, the mini HDMI. Yes, you can project it to a larger screen, but I don't see a lot of people taking advantage of that, guys. A lot of people needs that wireless connectivity. So if you're connected via a HDMI cable, you're gonna have to worry about keeping it in place, moving and maneuvering it, and overall this is something that I don't see being used a lot. The other thing that I'm a little bit confused about is the actual two charging methods. So came with the USB-A to DC plug-in for charging, also came with a micro USB to USB-A that can be used for charging and data as well. In my opinion, it seemed like they could have just left out that DC to USB and just go strictly with the micro USB for charging and data. That's one extra thing they really don't need. As far as what it can do, great for productivity, for Microsoft Word, for Excel, for your email, great for watching videos at that 720p resolution. But what it didn't do well is the gaming. The gaming was struggling a little bit. You can see a lot of drop frames. You can see I had some issues controlling it, and that could be attributed to the fact that it was connected to an external monitor. But overall, this device will be good for someone who's not doing a lot of heavy lifting. And this will also be good for kids. So if you guys are looking for a decent Christmas present, this will be a great idea. As far as the price point, that was a little bit confusing as well. The one that we're looking at today, the 4 gig 64 gig variants, comes in at $169. Now there's a 2 gig and 32 gig model that comes in at $159. So for $10 less, you'll cut everything in half. So if you guys are going to spring for this tablet, just spend the extra $10 and get the 4 gig 64 gig version. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.